Get together with family and friends. Sometimes discussions get a little heated, and they can definitely ruin the day.
Yes, here to help us all get along is behavior specialist Dr. Marcy Beagle. So, of course, right after the election, I'm sure maybe politics is one of the things you want to stay away from. What would you suggest not talking about at the dinner table?
Number one, especially this year, is politics. There have been so many conversations, and whether your family is on the same side or on opposite sides, there's just so much stress and fear and controversy. Avoid it altogether.
Now, you talk about dealing with three personality types. What are they? So
for a holiday with family, I would say that it's the negative naysayer, the person who always says no to everything. Everything's bad. The controller, the person who either wants to control all of the conversations or all of the activities of the day.
Okay.
And then the gossip, the person who just kind of wants to go around talking behind each other's backs, whispering about all of the things that may or may not be going well in other people's lives.
But how do you shut that down? I mean, are there different ways to shut all three of those down?
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
So the negative person, I say just don't argue with them. There's no convincing them that there's a good side to the argument. You know you're not going to win.
Right.
So minimize the responses, minimize the comments back by saying things like, oh, interesting, and just let them talk.
So you sort of stop engaging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
It's less interesting for them if you're not pulling back and forth.
You don't feed the fire.
Absolutely.
What about the controller?
For them, it's all about finding out what they really want done that day, finding out what they think is important, and staying on track a little bit with them, letting them know what your priorities are so they can expect the unexpected from you.
Okay.
All right. Now, we know the conversation's going to go sour. What are some of the topics that are good conversation, especially around the dinner table?
It's Thanksgiving. Talk about what you're grateful for. That's what the day is all about. While it may feel a little bit cheesy, it will completely change the mood.
Sure. I love to talk about recipes, too. I think that could just change the topic. Look, there's truffle salt on that. Try it.
Right.
Put something in your mouth to stop talking.
Always a good tactic. Absolutely. Right. And talk about old family memories, vacations you took that were good, experiences your children had. All of those happy thoughts will feed into what's coming next in the conversation.
Now, you talked about politics. Probably good to avoid that. What are some of the other topics we should avoid?
So I would also avoid tragedies over the past year, things that have been really hard. People really want to go back to that often. And I would avoid gossip. It's so easy when you get together to talk about old friends, who did what, who shouldn't have done it. Let that all go for another day.
Right. I'm not saying this is personal. This is not a personal question, Craig, but what if someone pries into your personal life, like when are you going to have a baby, or any of those annoying questions?
Yeah.
When are you getting married?
When are you getting married?
They're all going to come.
There you go.
Absolutely. My biggest plan for that is to be prepared. Know what questions people are going to ask you so that you can look at that and go, right, okay, that's coming. It will hurt less if you're prepared for it. And then I go for humor. Go for a really, really far extreme. You know, when people ask me about when am I having a baby, I say I'd like to meet the person I'm going to have the baby with first.
There you go.
Stops them right in their tracks because it's unexpected and it's light.
Okay.
All right.
Just chug your wine when in doubt.
There you go.
Another option.
Dr. Marcy, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
All right. We'll have to put up all that advice that you just gave us on our website, pix11.com, of course, and share your stories. Tweet us. I'd love to hear the funny questions that people ask.
Yeah, but do me a favor. No video of fights at Thanksgiving dinner.
No.
I had enough of those.
No.